Hello, and I forgot something. Something very important for this game. Wait a second. Stay. I need a costume. No, I use only one because two of them might be too.
Oh my god.
Feel the dark side. Hello, and welcome to our Wednesday live stream, pre-release stream of Dungeons 3, and I can hear me twice. Dungeons 3 for the Nintendo Switch. It's called the Nintendo Switch Edition with translucent. Yeah, Vlad, and you are here.
Yes,
again. I am. To show us what we can expect here. It's not only the base game, right?
Yes.
What's included?
There are also DLCs on the card itself. They are free. Okay. And also the other DLCs you can then buy in packs.
Cool. So it's inside is the Once Upon a Time, Evil of the Caribbean, and Lord of the Kings.
Yes.
Awesome. That's what you get here with Dungeons 3 for the Nintendo Switch. Hello, Sven. Hello, Yoshi. Nice to see you here. Great. For me, the Nintendo Switch, it is my favorite console. I must say I'm using it the most of the time from all my devices. This game, I think it's something I was waiting for. I cannot see anything similar to Dungeons on the Nintendo Switch. Not much, definitely. And it's a great game. Got a lot of fantastic reviews in the past. It's also available on PC for sure, and the other consoles. Snowford, hi. Bad W. Oh, this is Bad. Is that Bad Wolf? Yeah, Bad Wolf 66. Hello. Yeah, great reviews. This game, fantastic. It's very hard to wear these gloves, but they're awesome.
Yes, they are.
And you can see them on the release trailer. We shot this scene where the hand came in, and cool. Nice. Any question? Oh, and very important. Disciples Liberation is now on GOG as well. That's also good news. A lot of good news today. Alf, hello. I already bought the game for my Steam Deck, but happy to play it on my Switch too. That's cool. Playing it on the Steam Deck and on the Switch. Nice. I'm not planning to buy a Steam Deck.
Why that?
I think it's a very good device. That's not the problem. I think the problem for me was I was thinking about pre-order one, but then I realized the software is the most important thing for these devices, and I can already play all these games. I don't need that device to play it, and if I would. If I would use a Steam Deck instead of a Switch, I would miss some exclusives, that are only available on.
Yeah, but I mean, with the Steam Deck, the advantage is that you have your big Steam library that you can access from everywhere. So.
Definitely, it's a very good thing, but not the device for me at the moment. But okay. I was very surprised when I tested it. It feels very comfortable in my hand. But okay, it's not a Steam Deck show, it's a Nintendo Switch show today.
Well, it's a Dungeons 3 show.
It's a Dungeons 3 Nintendo Switch Edition show. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, Sven, you will get Dungeon 3. You ordered it. Great. Yes, tomorrow is the release, and we are doing a pre-release stream. So, Sven, you can check that out. What you can expect tomorrow. Let's switch to game mode. And the point is, okay, we have to activate audio so everyone can hear the fantastic music and stuff. Okay, with what? Where do we start here?
I would say we start with the beginning, so everyone who is interested can see a bit of the game and how it starts, how the tone of the game is.
Yeah.
And get an easy start, yeah. So, main campaign, and also on this device I have a save game that has everything unlocked, so you can see there are a lot.
Okay, this is stuff you have to unlock. This is just
Yes.
Because of your Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch. Yeah. Oh, okay. There is one. Bad Wolf 66. He has Dungeon 3 for PC via Steam, PS4, and Xbox One. That is awesome. And to hear something like that really means something for us. That means, yeah, you're supporting us. You like that game. That's cool. Oh, question. What is the resolution on Nintendo Switch handheld and docked mode? Do you have info about the resolution?
Well, I mean, handheld is usually 720, and docked mode should be a little bit better, so 1080.
At the moment, I'm running it here on a 4K screen, but reduced to full HD, and it's crystal clear. I mean, so, and we are streaming in full HD, so that's another point. So if that would look not that good, we may had shrink the image or so, but we are confident enough to stream it in full HD.
I mean, what really helps is the look of the game. I mean, it's a bit more cartoony, and
yeah.
I mean, here of course it's just a cutscene, but also in-game. I mean, this is quite a long cutscene, so I would just skip it now.
Yeah, skip it. I think we have shown this cutscene a lot in previous streams. It's very uncomfortable. It's comfortable, but a little sturdy, you know, here.
But it feels so cool, I think you can look over it.
Did you try that out, that glove? No?
I think once. I kind of want to say you have something in the eye, but I'm scared of what
He was visiting the fatiguing library in Tristram with his comrades to see his foster
Yeah, let's skip that one too.
Yes, for sure.
So basically, what's going on? You are the ultimate evil, and you conquered almost everything.
Sort of like a picnic with my son.
Yeah, only like this new area is still not completely evil, so you will take control of a night elf called Talia in this mission, and then through her conquer all the areas. But at first we have to possess her with this shadow creature.
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistrom.
It's also quite nice, especially in this mission, you can see how all the cartoony fairy tale universe is turning darker and darker. And when you look at the ground, there's also everything. Sounds great.
Was it hard to port Dungeons 3 to Switch? I think this is something to ask one of the developers.
Yes,
But do you have a little bit of an overview how hard it was? So you were part of the QA.
Yes. I mean, we usually always have issues with our games on the Switch because it's just the hardware isn't that great. But here with Dungeons, I mean, we had a couple of issues that we had to take care of. But now, in the end, I think it's turned out pretty good. Every time we received new builds, we really saw the progress that was made and how critical issues were improved or fixed. So, yeah, I think...
Yeah, usually we have really huge games like Port Royal, Tropico 6. Those are impressive, large games, and to port something on a console and like Nintendo Switch always has some yeah, it's a challenge.
Yes.
But the first time I saw a version on the Nintendo Switch, and it's long time, very long time ago. I think it was it beginning of the year or so, or maybe end of last year? I was really impressed. I can remember I was really impressed when I saw this game, this quality on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the visuals are quite good. When you look at, like you mentioned, Port Royal 4, I mean, it's a beautiful game when you can max out everything, but it has also a lot of very tiny details.
Yeah.
And seeing it on a small screen and on a gadget that hasn't the greatest hardware, it's you have to make compromises.
Yeah.
So.
To spend the evening in the bathhouse.
But yeah, that looks definitely fine. It runs pretty smooth here, and so far, yeah, so far it looks really good and runs smoothly. Yeah, definitely. So I was really impressed when I saw that first time, and for me it's nice. This is my copy of the game, and definitely play that thing.
I mean, I was also very impressed that the visuals already in early builds were quite good. There were only a couple of things that we had to say, hey, it's a bit blurry, and
yeah, that was what I meant. It's a long time ago when I saw the first, or one of the first builds. I came over to you guys in the office, and I didn't have it on my list that this game will be ported to the Nintendo Switch, and really cool. Avoria. Oh, he has a light, so you definitely have to avoid the light.
Yeah, but he kind of got me there. So. Yeah.
I wanted to take it with me. I have a special frame for the Nintendo Switch tablet. So when I'm playing handheld, I'm not using the Joy-Cons, and I have this special frame, and that is awesome because the monitor is sitting a little bit higher than with the Joy-Cons, and it has more grip and feel, and you can switch the right thumbstick. There were 3 sizes, I think, were included in the box, so you can switch that. Maybe it's in your way, or maybe your thumb doesn't feel comfortable, and you can take the other one. That's pretty cool.
Do you often switch sticks?
No, I have chosen my stick, and that's it. Yeah, and I'm pretty fine with that.
I mean, there are like pro controllers for every kind of console, or in general, where you can like switch out different buttons also.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, yeah, that looks pretty cool, but how often do you switch those things? So
nice, a physical release does exist. Yes, it does. Yeah, it's here my own physical version, and from tomorrow on you can get it in your chosen store. Looking forward to Dungeons 4. Yes, we're looking forward to Dungeons 4 as well. So what I've seen is so impressive from Dungeons 4. We had a presentation in a cinema where Remford showed us Dungeons 4 stuff on the big screen. That was really cool.
Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slow lane evil.
My dear father would be very proud were he with us today.
Now we got
He
you.
would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What if you...
Die!
Now burn them down.
I feel the power within me.
Sounds Dungeons 4 is a huge
over
leap from
9,000.
Dungeon 3.
Unimagined powers surfaced in
It's
Kalypso.
definitely
The black magic of the
bigger.
Dark Elves. She immediately began to
Character
unleash
design
these
looks
powers of
great.
chaos upon the
The
world.
humor will be very, very good again.
Like
I think the
lambs
fans will
to
really
the
enjoy it.
slaughter.
Yeah,
From everything I saw.
definitely.
Yeah.
The Dark Elf raged through Twistram's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous
So, that's a great
army,
start.
which she released into the world
We
as a
just destroyed an orphanage and killed a lot of people, so let's see what's up next.
Yeah, I'm playing Nintendo Switch almost exclusively handheld, so that was the reason why I bought this.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
device, and it's much more comfortable for me. And
Have you played through Dungeons already on Switch?
no, not
So
not yet.
no, it's perfect. You can play through it. It's a lot of playtime, so
Definitely, especially with that DLC included. Like Once Upon a Time, Evil of the Caribbean and Lord of the Kings. Yes, I only played it on PC and Xbox One so far.
just like a couple of missions then, or
Yeah, a couple of missions. Yeah, there are too many games out there.
Twistram looked like the leftovers from a heavy metal.
But now with the Nintendo Switch, it's not. So with family, you need to find your time where you can play on the large consoles, and because there is someone who is blocking the TV, or someone
Yeah.
who says, "Well, we are hungry," and with the Nintendo Switch, it's no problem. You can. You can make some food while playing, and yeah. And here we are in the dungeon,
Yeah,
the
right.
name-giving place.
The sophisticatedly thinking evil
I mean, in the first level we just explored a bit the overworld, and now here in our realm, in the dungeon.
Also, this looks nice.
Can also zoom a bit in, so you see
Oh, great!
still looks good, if not even better. So
Yeah, you can see the structure of the rocks.
yeah.
It's not just a plain wall. It's
Yeah.
the structure. You can see all the gold coins.
We didn't have to like use textures that were of lower quality or anything, I think, so still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available.
So now the mechanics are for the people that... Oh, there is my hand. There was my hand flying around. Here it is.
Yeah, and you see it's also just one hand, so
Yeah.
you did it perfectly.
Yeah, I did a perfect disguise, definitely. Yeah, now you have to collect some gold.
Yeah, basically I have to build my base down here, so at first I will dig out some rooms, and then when I have a bit of gold, I will start really building stuff down here. But at first we need like the basics, so the treasury. I think we might already have one. Oh, actually, no. Okay. but yeah, that's fine. Oh, you also, of course, you can also interact with a lot of items in the dungeon. So now I just took a handful of gold and put it in the treasury myself. So
By yourself. Ooh, would it overcomplicate things if you had to battle other dungeon lords while battling heroes at the same time?
I think it would be possible. The thing is just, yeah, I mean, you already have like a couple of creatures in the dungeons that you have to fight against, like spiders and dragons and all that stuff. And I mean, dragons are already quite tough. So if you also have someone else you fight there, it would be, maybe it would be annoying. I don't know. So maybe
Yeah,
the
you
next
have
one.
all that micromanagement. There are heroes entering your dungeon,
Yeah.
and you have to. Yes, you mentioned it. The spiders and all that stuff could be challenging. Here they are, our minions.
So let's do some research.
The new improved research menu TM opened and gave an overview.
As you can
of
see, there are a
currently
couple of
available
things we
technologies.
can do here.
At the moment,
I would like to
selection
have this
is
hideout so I
but
can
that
recruit
rich
new
is-
units.
After all,
So let's
this
do that
evil crusade
first.
had only just
So then we
begun.
can also recruit these snake guys as well.
Yeah, but
we
I,
can,
yeah, I first need
We have to research them.
more evil,
Yeah.
so I can do it. Yeah.
I remember.
So let's build a hideout first, recruit some units, and then look for something evil to do in the overworld.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see the overworld fights.
Oh, we need to make it a bit bigger. So
A big bitter.
that too.
Big
That's also something really nice. All the details here. So
yeah. Really good. All the rocks when you're smashing the wall and the rocks falling down. That's a really good Nintendo Switch port, definitely.
It's payday.
There's a lot of creatures. How many are there walking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
that's just the beginning. So
Yeah. Oh, Talia. And our crystal.
so at the moment we have like 5 workers and 5 fighting units. Also Talia. But you can go up to like I think 20. So when everything is built up, it's really a lot going on.
It's amazing that we even got Dungeons 2 because Dungeons 1 wasn't that well received. Ah, okay. I have no information about Dungeons 1. Did you play Dungeons 1? Did you try that?
Didn't play it, but I heard that it was more like
For evil.
I saw screenshots, I think.
I think with the second one they really knew what they were doing, so
Yeah.
and improved on everything, and part 3 even more. So turned out pretty good.
Yeah, part 3 is mentioned very often when it comes to stuff like that, because it's you are the evil thing, you have this fantasy world, and yeah, a lot of people are enjoying that game.
They briefly squinted at the disgusting
And now
Finally, they grinned.
it reminds me of the days where I had my console when I was a kid. I had this console, and
As is the case with other
I chose that because it was easier to play games on a console. You just had to stick in your cartridge and everything worked. And there were a couple of friends of mine that had a PC, and sometimes they say, well, I have this new game, and I visited them and it didn't work because they couldn't install it because of reason and so on. But yeah, but what I wanted to say is sometimes they had games that did not work on consoles. So today you have almost every game on Steam as well as on Xbox and PlayStation. But back in the days there were only exclusive console games and PC games. And that reminds me a little bit, just owning a Nintendo Switch, for example, but I saw Dungeons 3 at my friend's house or so, and now you can play, yeah, the same game without making that many compromises.
Yeah. I mean, now for Dungeons 3 on the Switch you had to wait a bit longer, but for that you get a bigger pack, so you have the DLCs.
Yeah.
So that's
The little town of good
Oh,
was
that's pretty
destroyed
nice.
and turned into a hotbed of evilness.
I played through Dungeon 3 and before I think Dungeons 2, but not sure about if it was 1 or 2.
This evilness, in a practical
Dungeons 2 is design-wise, you can see the relation between that two games. I think the first one looked different.
It was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research. Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled
I
it
was
with power.
visiting a retro games convention in Heidelberg this Saturday, and I saw so many games that reminded me of my childhood when I got up in the morning, Saturday morning, and I played some handheld games, and I saw a few of them lying around. And also I can imagine just having, just like today, the day started with heavy rain. It was like, so do I have to get out now? And I think if I had the chance to stay at home, and I already had my copy, so I think it could have been the perfect game for this morning.
Yeah, I mean, we had now a couple of days when you look outside in the morning, it's like, oh, it's the perfect day to stay at home and turn on the TV, so...
Imprison them for energy. Ah, okay. It was 100% Dungeons 2, yeah. Yeah, that was the perfect weather for such a thing. And I have an arm that you can attach to, well, somewhere, maybe a desk or so. In my case, it's the back of the bed. And you can articulate it, and then you can clamp on the Nintendo Switch. And then you can just use the Joy-Cons and lay down. You don't have to play like this. You just can lose your arms, lay down, look upwards, and play that. This changed everything.
No real loss there.
And I mean everything.
So now we have a new unit, the snake.
The snakes.
Very useful because she can heal other units, as you can see at the moment. But also the heroes just found our dungeon. They are already coming inside.
Do we have traps yet?
The first
Not
had
yet.
discovered
Not yet.
the not so well hidden evil's dungeon and now entered its depths.
But I don't want to have Talia fight next to them, because she is also better from the distance.
Oh, for sure.
Even if that's
Oh.
Wait, just wait.
Okay.
It's not.
they will pay for mocking me over the years. Wait.
Maybe the cable is loose. So here for the
So my
viewers, everything was fine.
How can
So
I
what you
plan
can
like
also
that?
see here,
Talia had
my guys are
chosen
hungry because I forgot to give them food.
The
So
chicken,
yes,
or how do they call it?
guru?
Yeah,
Hey,
They're like
Talia,
turkeys,
you're
I guess.
evil.
yeah, for sure.
So act like it.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Kill them all!
But fortunately, there were only 2 guys, so you could handle that.
And they died.
Well,
The heroes died.
they tried to fight the best, so
What I think it's why this game is quite popular is because you are the evil one, and I think there are some games, or there were some games over the years that shared that, not the system of the game, but they shared that you are playing the evil guy, or that one who is definitely not the nice one.
Yeah.
And I think this formula definitely works, because you usually try to be nice and gentle and don't have that much problems, but here you can do whatever you want.
yeah. I mean, usually you are the hero, or even if you are like someone who is in a more violent game, the main character, you are still like the anti-hero who just does the things because he has to. But here you can really be like just evil because you are evil.
Yeah.
One evil thing you can also do is slap your
Yeah.
units, so
That they work
You
a
are
little bit
striking.
faster also.
no more.
Dungeons does give me Dungeon Keeper vibes. Yeah, definitely. That was also a very popular game long ago. What was it? Mid-90s?
Something like that, yeah.
Was a very popular game, definitely. And there are a lot of people that still remember that days. I can remember when it was in the magazines and so on. Yes, and this one is a mixture of that Dungeon Keeper formula, but with some real-time strategy, like, or real-time strategy stuff. That reminds a little bit of other series.
I mean, there are probably like a couple of inspirations, but everything mixed together and the story, all that makes it quite unique. So,
and to forge them together, you definitely need a company that the name is Ramforge.
you almost did something.
I think that was really clever.
Something I also like in this game is there's basically always something going on, even if you don't fight. I mean, you can look here at the birds, or how they turn into giant turkey legs. So that's kind of fun. Okay. Let's just grab all our guys.
And now it's overworld time also.
Yes.
Awesome.
Because now we have like a real army. So we can do something evil.
Yes, you see that, Snowfall, thanks. A 10 out of 10. That
Okay.
Ramforge thing. In all these years, yeah. Thanks. You forgot the Kappa. Oh, a lot of XP. Okay, now the copper, yeah. Thanks. Thanks. I enjoy that. Every time there's a stream, there are people that
Good stuff, baby.
trampling on your feelings.
If you say so.
Yeah. I will let this evening end with me in my bed, playing Dungeon 3, and be happy.
I thought you would say being evil.
Being
So
evil.
that you would be happy then.
No, for me it's evil like happy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's equal. If you're feeling bad, I feel good, you know.
That's a very good philosophy.
I say, every morning I'm joining your office. I say, hey Vlad, how are you? Oh, not so good. Oh, well, nice. So let's start.
Now the day can begin.
Now the day can begin. Look what I found here. My ears. That's this way.
Are these your dungeons ears, or do you
Yeah.
just have them laying around for special occasions?
I use them for disciples a lot.
Oh.
I have another pair. Do you like one?
No thanks.
I have a lot of ears and gloves.
Did someone else use these ears?
No,
during-
no,
Oh,
no.
okay. So just a spare pack. If
Yeah, they came in 2 sizes. But I tried them out, and I figured out that the larger one are much better to see on screen, you know. Smashed burgers for dinner. No. It's a long time ago I had smashed burgers for a reason. But I'm looking forward to next month. There will be another smashed burger party, single party.
oh, those are the best parties.
Yeah, I don't want to share my smashed burgers. No. But what I did was I made a chili cheese sauce. And I'm usually doing that when I'm making smash burgers, and so it's just a nice chili cheese sauce with jalapenos and cheddar and stuff. And this time I try to make it a lot thicker, and then I put it into the fridge, and then it was just like was not a sauce anymore, but you could form it, you know. And then I did something like schnitzel out of it, you know?
Okay.
That was awesome. It was just like those chili cheese nuggets stuff. Not exactly. It was the inside, but I made some like schnitzel out of it. So chili cheese schnitzel. Patrick's chili cheese schnitzel. That's it. That was
great, right?
That was awesome.
Even better than in Dungeons 2.
Can't imagine.
You should make like a diner or something, like a restaurant.
The army
I have this
here. Damn it all.
romantic imaginations about having a diner, but a nice, chilling, comfortable, you know, where the people coming in, you know all of them.
Yeah.
So you like your eggs, like, okay, yes, you need your coffee like this. It's not that stressy, you know, and then talking to people, it's that romantic imagination you get from some movies or so, but in reality you are just hustling all the day, and it's never like this.
Well, I mean, we have a
They're gonna be child's
shop nearby.
Leave
The
them to
owner
me.
is always
I
very
mean,
friendly,
hold
so
them back and let them hit you while I
Yeah, but can it? Yes, I bred it. That's right. Yeah, make it like a nice schnitzel, but just with that. Yeah,
Crust?
with the that bread crust.
Yeah.
with egg and then
exactly. Yeah.
flour and then. Yeah, did it like this. That is a release stream schnitzel called Cheddar Science. Yes, but it's we gamers we need food and not the average stuff. Not the average stuff. We need something special. We are creative guys. People are underestimating us.
Oh, now they are sending like real.
Enemies have entered
When
the
can we
battle.
build?
Groups.
When can we build traps? Not in this.
I
maybe?
think it's in another mission
It's
because
in-
it's they actually made it quite good that you in the campaign start very small and then learn everything
Yeah.
with every chapter. So by the end we'll have like all the buildings and know how to use them because we learned it slowly.
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, they were pretty tough ones, these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, those are also more stronger units. So at first they sent like the two weakest kind of warriors in, and now there are already elves and like armored guys.
Oh, I have the audio while I work, so I had to double check. I was still on the stream because of the talking about this chili cheese schnitzel. Yeah, sometimes you need a little bit off topic.
Heyday.
I think it should also entertain stuff and bringing your ideas. And we had a very awesome stream. It's a couple of months ago. I don't know if I told you that. And I played Tropico 6 in that
Without
stream.
me?
Without you, yes. And I created, together with the community, we created a DLC for Tropico 6.
I think you told me that. Is it about zombies or something?
It starts with something like zombies, but it has a very nice twist. That was an awesome stream because everyone was writing stuff that really made sense, you know. And first of all, we said, okay, we have to stay in the game mechanics, so not crossing the borders, so that in theory it should work, and not saying like, oh, there are spaceships coming and then you can climb in and doing a first person shooter like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. It had to work inside of the mechanics, and together we created an amazing DLC. That was a lot of fun.
I think that would be actually a cool idea to do something with zombies in Tropico. We could have like human rights groups, but for zombies. So save the zombies or something like that.
Oh, question: is there a sandbox mode?
Yes, it's a skirmish mode, but you can select maps there that are sandboxes.
Okay, the portal spell. We do not have the portal spell. No.
Not in this mission, but of course it's in the game.
Oh, that's very important from Sven. We shall show him the skirmish mode, please. So we can do that
After the mission,
afterwards. We will do
yes.
that. Yeah, that's very good. Something with zombies sounds like the perfect name for that DLC. Yes, we didn't name it.
Well, then we have a title.
Yeah, something with zombies. I like it. Totally forgot the skirmish mode because I'm always playing the campaigns. I need something
goal.
like a goal, something like a story, and
Vegan cuisine? Oh well,
yeah.
no real loss there.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Because it's also a thing. So you have your checklist on the upper left. And if I stop playing a game and then make a break, for a couple of maybe weeks or so, and then I'm coming back, and then I can see, oh, okay, you have to do this and that, so I'm much faster back in the game. And
Easy as stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple. My ass. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard.
it's more for the replay value.
Ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am. Father is gonna be so angry.
So here you see. We dug up some spiders.
Yes, we dig too deep.
You wanted to be good.
So there's danger everywhere.
It's
good to know.
Definitely.
Stop and really think about your deeds.
Can you please just stop?
A pro tip, don't take a week-long break in the middle of a mission.
Gags in the last 2 games. Enough is enough.
Exactly. Just shut it, good me.
Yeah, sometimes I cannot change it.
With me, it's actually quite funny. I often start a game, like the beginning, the first 1, 2, 3 missions. Then I put it away for like half a year or something. And when I return, I'm like, I think I'm like in the first mission. Started, and then it's the moment when everything starts to happen.
Yeah. Usually, you should get a game and then concentrate on that game.
Usually.
But come on.
I mean, it happens. Sometimes it's a game that I played before and like an older version. I have to think about the Tomb Raider reboot. I got the first one in the definitive edition because it was just very cheap and I remembered enjoying it. So I played it a bit, then I put it away half a year or something, and then I was like, you know what? Let's play some Tomb Raider. I returned, and like I said, all hell broke loose. I was chased, I was shot at from everyone on this island.
Lost your muscle memory for the controllings. Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I played it before, so I died like 2 times or something because I had to remember what I was doing there, and then it was like back to business.
Payday.
Payday. Okay. Like, does it compare to Heroes of Might and Magic, where you can start a map and complete a winning objective? I'm not familiar with the game. I just saw it on upcoming release on my Switch.
For Skirmish now, there are like objectives that you can set. Some have already preset objectives, but as I said, there are also sandboxes where you just can do whatever you want. So it's a variety of things.
As a standalone game, okay. The comments. Yeah, and you have a lot of content with the Nintendo Switch Edition. There are also 3 DLC coming with this version, so that's the reason why we're calling it Dungeons 3 Nintendo Switch Edition. Once Upon a Time, Evil of the Caribbean, and Lord of the Kings. These 3 DLCs are coming with this copy or with your Nintendo eShop download. And that is really a lot of content. And it's coming out tomorrow, September 15th, retail, or via the Nintendo eShop. And don't forget, very important, if you get the retail version from this game, you can also get Nintendo Gold points. This is something a lot of people do not know. So you receive gold points for your next purchase when you get a game via the Nintendo eShop, but you can also get gold points when you buy a retail game. But there's one issue with that. You know that issue?
You probably said it in the past, but
Okay.
I don't remember. Sorry.
No problem. So from the release on, Bahnbonuspunkte, yes, something like that. Yeah. From the release on, you can get these gold points in for 2 years, I think. So if you're buying a game now that was released in 2019, you're buying it new, so you won't get the gold points.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's 2 years after release. So I had I made a video about this on Kalypso Live, our channel, and I got a question, or someone wrote me and said, "Oh no, I tried it out, I didn't know that. I tried it out, and almost all my games are over 2 years old, and that's really sad."
Just touring the country with his exorbitantly large army to ensure everything was in order.
Definitely check that out. Get your gold points. Very important.
Alright, so let's have a quick look at the skirmish maps.
Yes, you have to do it while your cartridge is in. There is... Oh, I forgot which buttons you have to press. But there is a video on Kalypso Live, gold points for retail games, something like that. Check that out, that YouTube channel. And there you will get the full manual how you will achieve your gold points for retail Nintendo Switch games.
So here you can see...
GG, by the way.
Some Here you can see some of the game modes you can choose during the skirmish maps. So not all skirmish maps have all these options, but like the first ones have those. The other ones are special, but here you can see skirmish. That's like a standard map, so you get attacked from time to time. And yeah, it's just you build, you get attacked, you can conquer on the overworld. Then there is endless game, and you can play as long as you want.
What's the game time for the endless?
You can find it out by playing.
So you mean you want to tell me that Dungeons 3 has unlimited fun?
Yes, exactly that. I mean, we can look up at some websites like How Long to Beat. Probably for completionist it will be like an infinite mark, so because you just can't beat it because of these modes. But yeah, it's
cool.
So
Survive,
you get value for your money, so that's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Survive, it's just the heroes get more and more stronger. So
okay.
And Sandbox, as I said, you can build as much as you want. You can conquer the overworld. You can trigger all the heroes to attack with a button that will appear. So, yeah. Also, you can like switch up things here with the resources at start or random parameters. So, if you go there, you can like type in whatever you want. And so on, so there will be random changes.
Oh, that's very important for you, Stanislav Snowford. Needed some around 20 hours for the main game on PC without DLCs, so you can see there's definitely...
And the missions also have the hellish mode, so if you want the extra challenge, you can also try that. Yeah. I mean, here are all the other options. Oh. Yeah, and here, playground, that's basically also a sandbox map. And then the other ones, I mean, here on this Switch we have all the DLCs included. So I think Playground, Boss Monster, Bugs Life, a couple of those are DLC content because of the Multitude of Maps DLC. So yeah, those have all already, or some of them have already preset conditions.
Okay.
I mean, we could start one, but then we would start at 0 and slowly building everything. I don't know how interesting that would be, but just so you have an overview, there is a lot of stuff you can do here.
The campaign walks you through the game mechanics, I imagine. Yes, definitely. So we played the very first mission, so you gain access to your dungeon, so what your minions need. They need some food. You have to build something for them. These turkey-like stuff. They also need a hideout. You can recruit them. You need the gold. How to dig that? Then we got attacked by some heroes, and later on, so the more progress you make, you can research some traps. More and more traps you can bring in, because more and more heroes will enter your dungeon, and then only your guys are not enough to keep them away, and there are so many creative traps in there.
There are also spells and different rooms that have functions like reviving your units and stuff like that, so very useful.
And that comes from mission to mission.
Exactly,
to mission.
yes. And here in the DLCs, I just wanted to quickly show it. We can turn on here different kind of throne rooms, so you can choose here also these kind of things. And if I'm not remembering it incorrectly, here you can turn on and off the events, like for example, for Christmas or Halloween there are events, and when your Switch is set to the correct time, you will have the option to turn it here on or off. Yeah. But with that said, let's take a look at some of the DLCs. Let's start with Once Upon a Time, because it's already on the card. So...
Once upon a time.
Oh wait, let's see. I think Lord of the Rings has a really cool beginning.
The Return of the King.
Yeah, let's try that one.
During the events of
I just thought about it, there's also a skirmish map where you can play as the heroes, basically. So you can use those units, so that's pretty cool to also see the other side.
Many things in the dungeon can be sped along.
Finally back in my beloved Stormbreeze. Oh, how I missed you. My castle, my city, my... Wait a minute. What in the goddess's name happened here? My lands, my city, all destroyed by evil? But I only just stepped out to find the Holy Grail.
King Arcturus, ruler of the far
Arcturus.
reached his home after successfully finding the Holy Grail for his goddess.
Well, that kind of sucks. You are on an adventure, and when you return, your castle is destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it when that
People of
happens.
the far more eastern kingdoms, despair not.
In these times you have to
Evil may
calculate
have
that in.
invaded our lands, but we have not yet been defeated. This is our land, and we will reclaim it in the name of the goddess. Follow me.
But he was brave
Follow
enough
the Holy Grail.
King
to
Arcturus made a
go with
final
his
speech to his army.
soldiers in this crusade. There are some
Yeah.
kings, they say, bring me that Holy Grail. And then they are coming with the Holy Grail. My king, we brought you the Holy Grail. And then, oh, nice. But my king, I have to mention that a lot of brave knights gave their life. Yeah. That's a king.
Well, in this mission we also can recruit hero units, so...
The video stream is from dock mode. Yes, because I connected the Nintendo Switch, the docking station, to the external capture card that runs into the PC, and yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, this is almost like the first episode of Sandman. Yeah. Coming home and everything is destroyed.
Okay.
No, that looks really good. That looks really good, that game, definitely.
One thing to mention also, you should really play the main campaign first, because the DLCs are pretty tough.
Okay.
At least some of them, so... I mean, this here is also a nice detail. He still has the Holy Grail with him all the time, so...
Yeah. Don't want to give it away, so after a lot of his knights died for him, he will keep the Holy Grail forever. Did you guys already mention that there is a Dungeon 3 bundle over at Humble Bundle? No, but you did it. Yeah, Dungeon 3 definitely available on other platforms. So if you're not owning a Nintendo Switch and say, wow, I like this game, where can I get it? It's also available on the Xbox, PlayStation and PC for sure. So now you're playing the good guys.
Yes.
Just mention this. Hey, come on, that doesn't look that bad at all.
But I mean, with some characters here there's also a twist, so good guys are sometimes the real bad guys. And the bad guys just want to have fun, so...
Okay,
You
that's
dare
the
to
point.
stand against your goddess
But very important to mention is that Disciples Liberation is now on GOG. That is another very important mention. Did you see the ratings for Disciples Liberation on the Microsoft Xbox Store?
They are pretty good.
They are impressive.
And I think also quite a lot, right?
There are a lot on that. I checked that out because I was interested in what the people are saying, and then I was like, what? So if I would not work here and I don't know that game at all, and I see that, I would immediately buy it.
Yeah.
Definitely, like that. You can see that, but just with a lag, with a delay.
Oh, but I can look here, I think.
Yeah. You can increase the size here. That's very weird. That didn't happen during my test. I think it's something with the connection of the cable.
Have you
also.
tried a different monitor?
I think it's a problem because the HDMI you have to stick it from beneath and not the side or so, and then
I hate it.
there is something called gravity. I think that
I think I heard of it.
yeah,
Subject?
and that loosens a bit. But
Scouts reported evil creatures marching towards King Arcturus's camp.
there are a lot of different creatures.
Yeah. It's a pretty good mix actually that they have there. Because there was like one demon which is attacking from far away, the healer, their orc which is like a close combat fighter. So. But I have more people and a better combination. So.
Okay.
And also I have the Holy Grail, so.
So the Holy Grail is a weapon.
I think so. I mean, he like put it up and golden lightning appeared.
Do you think it was meant like this? That the Holy Grail is gonna be
Now it
the
is a
mightiest, the mightiest weapon in the world?
Supposed to work for me.
Oh, those are like Titan units. They are very, very. Oh, of course, my people are getting back into the fight.
Oh, there's someone. Sven thinks the German speaker is better than the English one. I haven't played that game in German.
Really, I think you would really like it because they are like voice actors that you have heard before. But the thing is, I mean, the German voice actors are good and everything, but I have the feeling that the English voice actors, they have even more fun while saying it, so...
I cannot remember, so because most of the times, no, I think once at home I played it on the Xbox in German. But usually I played that game here, and yeah, I've set everything on Steam here in English, and we are usually stream English language, so I cannot remember. I will start that game in German on the Switch.
Talia is voiced by you remember King of Queens, right?
Yeah.
Carrie, the German voice.
Okay.
So it's quite fitting when you think of the character of Carrie. So
Yeah. German version is fantastic. Yeah, cool. I always spammed demons and undead because I couldn't be bothered to watch out for my health bars. That whole art design, if I'm looking at these. She has ears like I have.
yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I need more gold. Didn't think of that. So the thing when you play as the good guys, they only have gold as a resource.
Mm-hmm.
So... Oh, okay, but it replenishes after a while. Also, you see all those weapons and stands there. You can go there with one of your units. They basically upgrade. So yeah, we just saw how she became a ranger, and probably you can show it with the gunner. He's now a bombardier.
He's changing his look?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that.
Because as I said, they are upgrading, so I think he will be, yeah. He
Awesome.
basically turned into Gandalf, so...
Cool. But I think it looks like the Ralph Bakshi Gandalf. More like the Peter Jackson. Someone sent me a picture of Prince Charles, and he was looking just like this, and it was a true picture taken of him, and he was just like this, and underneath in the lines there was, "Now I will be the queen." And I answered, it was a friend of mine sent this, and I answered him, no, that doesn't work like this in England. First they have to pull out a sword of a stone. And when my wife told me that the queen died, I was just like, a land without a king, a lost land. And then she left me.
I never understood why they made all that fuss about the king and queen and royals. I mean,
I think it's just like a real, yeah, it's just like this real life documentaries, soap operas, you know?
yeah,
the
but
first
still.
the first real life documentary.
King Arcturus's army had discovered an arsenal. They immediately helped themselves to the equipment.
Oh yes, that's a good point. I mentioned that she has my ears, and she can be glad that she doesn't have my hairs.
Well, maybe it would fit her. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Saw some cosplayer in the internet, female cosplayer. She had some very large ears, but she was bald. That looked pretty cool. Oh, you were a part of our Gamescom Heroes.
yeah,
How was it? You arrived there on Friday till Sunday? Well,
no, it was Tuesday till Friday.
Tuesday till Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's quite heavy work. So
Definitely.
we built,
Conventions always.
yeah, built everything up, and then we're at the stands at the booth in the customer area. So always something to do, showing people the great dungeons free, of course, and match point and Commandos free. So
Cool. Yeah, I wanted to join you guys on Wednesday, but it didn't went out as I hoped, so I was not at the Gamescom, unfortunately.
I just had to think about cosplay though. I didn't see it on Gamescom, but somewhere else I saw like a picture, and it was a guy just in like tinfoil, completely covered. And then I was asked, so what do you think who he is supposed to represent? I was like, I really don't know what this is. I mean, it's really cheap, really bad. He's the Silver Surfer. Someone went somewhere only filled with covered with tinfoil. I mean, maybe he lost like a bet or something.
I didn't see Vlad on Gamescom either. Ah, okay, I was there on Saturday, so he was gone again already, yeah.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Oh, I lost.
So Tamara was there. I think she was here in the stream when we showed Commandos 3.
King
She was
Arcturus's army
there
had
from
discovered an
Friday
arsenal.
till
They immediately helped
Sunday.
themselves to the
Yes.
equipment.
Maybe you have seen her.
Oh,
Oh,
that's bad.
the wrecking crew.
That's really bad. Would you take? Oh no! Come back, King. Run! Oh, we actually hit them back pretty hard, but not sure who will win this fight.
I wonder how next year's Gamescom will be.
Probably with more people, so very full.
Yeah, I think people were enjoying it. So what I've heard so far via other platforms, they're quite happy that something like this is back again. And I could also see that with that retro games convention I visited on Saturday. They are organized by a friend of mine. And after that whole COVID thing, he started bringing back the retro games convention this year. And at the beginning, he made it a little bit smaller and more comfortable for the people, and because he didn't know how many people will join, he had no clue. And before COVID, he had large shows with a lot of cosplay, amazing cosplay stuff. And then he started it a little bit smaller, and this weekend it was the next step, and there were a lot of people there, and yeah, I think that's coming back, and it is a special thing. For sure, you can see all that stuff in the internet, all that presentation, but it's a nice event, getting out there to a convention. I really like conventions. I was on so many of them. I was on a holiday convention once.
Yeah, you
mentioned
talked about it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's great. What
That
you told was really great.
Yeah, that was really fun. But I also had to work there, so there was not really that enjoyable time to check out everything.
But wasn't there like jet ski or something?
Yeah, jet ski.
So
Yeah, jet ski inside of
Yeah.
of it's so cool.
I mean, Gamescom was also quite full this year, but for example, they had like one hall that was just used for special events, like the opening night or a concert. So usually there are like the bigger ones, I guess, the bigger publishers, or like Sony or something. I mean, they weren't there this year, so
Yeah, I know a lot of publisher and so on skipped this Gamescom, but I must say, for me personally, those indie booths and stuff, or it is definitely a chance for smaller publisher, for smaller developer. It's very good for networking.
The King's camp has been
That is an important thing, because when Sony says, "Oh, tonight we're doing a state of play," then the whole world is watching. So, but if there is another small, don't know, developer or publisher that says, "Oh, we will have a show," then nobody knows, because
yeah, I mean, there's like a big indie area
Yeah.
on Gamescom, and I really like this usually.
And I've heard the indie booth was really crowded this year, because back in the days, that was the place where you can say, okay, let's go there. There you can play the games. There's not that crowded, but I think it was there were a lot of people watching these indie games.
They also have like retro game stuff there, but it's mostly indie then.
The King's camp.
But looking at giant well-crafted booths of the big players is just fun. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're joining an adventure park or so. It's like that. Yeah, there was on this holiday convention, as well as the IAA. I worked 2 times for that automobile convention. Yeah, definitely. When you see the Aston Martin launch, it has really a James Bond flair inside of it. That's really cool. Getting very creative. Yeah. What? You lose? No, you're fine.
Well, I returned a little bit too late to my castle once again, but it's still standing.
Ah, yes, now I see the health bar of the castle. That is a GG, my friends.
Of course, this was all planned, because I'm playing the good guy now. If I lose, I still win, because normally I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
So.
And this year, there was a big part of a hall that was basically a job convention. Yeah, definitely. A lot of developers trying to find some new members and guys that can help them. So that's very important. Networking and getting new talented developers in the crew. Everyone is trying to get the nerds working for them. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need a building with windows.
You can just put them in your basement, and that's
That's definitely you can rent the rooms in the basement, maybe cheaper than the lake view. And nerds they are not so. We don't need much. Can you repair that castle?
I don't think so. I thought it would be self-repairing after a while, but it doesn't look like it. But I also thought about maybe switching to another DLC.
Oh
in
no,
like
we
10
don't.
minutes or
No, we do not have that much time. We can finish that after you finish that one. No matter if you.
I mean, just looking into it a little bit, because
Okay.
here this is also a mission that is a bit longer. As you can see, I have to.
If you like to show something else, then okay. Sounds good. And the Bundeswehr seems to have a snow quad reserved for conventions. I swear that thing was there multiple times already. They should really bring some bigger equipment with them. We had once a tank with us at Gamescom.
You mean here at Kalypso?
Yeah.
Or for Sudden Strike?
Sudden Strike, I think, yes. So we had better equipment than the Bundeswehr.
Probably, yes.
Awesome. That's hell, waiting for the attack. You know they will come.
Well, everything would be fine if I wouldn't have to look out for this castle here. I mean, there are like 2 guards on every gate, but as we saw, they are not that useful.
They are coming. I can hear them. So who hasn't equipment? Who has better equipment than the Bundeswehr? So we are equipped very well here in this room. There are some props we used for the Commandos 3 trailer. We shot some scenes in-house. It was really funny.
We also have the gloves, so...
We also have the gloves, definitely. So well equipped. My daughter always wants to play that game with me where she said, "Hit me with 2 fingers in the eyes." And so I like this and she makes this. But with this one, I will definitely beat her. Can you stop?
My
No,
subjects in
no chance.
captivity? What an outrage!
Mm,
Free the
but
prisoners, men!
no. King Aragorn verliert diese Map von Herr der Ringe. No. For Gondor.
Other prisoners were freed and joined the king's
Prisoners freed. Oh, now they help us.
Yes, they
Cool.
join us.
Cool.
Those are basically his people, but they were
Yeah.
trapped by the evil.
The evil hand.
This map is really full of surprises, so you have to look out. Those are like the usual goblins, but in mech suits, so of course they are stronger. What, you didn't know that they exist?
No. I didn't know that there are goblins in mech suits.
Well, now you know.
Okay. That's why you should never take prisoners. Never. Bam.
But here it's usually quite useful to have prisoners, because you can convert them into like evil heroes or turn them into zombies and skeletons. So it's quite nice.
Ah. Ah.
And don't worry, for the rest of the DLC campaign you are the bad guys again, so it's just a nice little thing at the beginning. I always think you're trying to grab me or something like that, because it's always like in my direction.
And there is no ring on it you could cut off. The power comes from my black heart. Gray would be my favorite color if I had a heart.
Is that a quote or?
Don't know where this is from.
Okay, let's switch to another mission, I would say.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just so this is no defeat.
No. Famous last words.
How can I
Show us what
hold
you're made
a
of.
sword
Are there really a few leftover heroes over there?
like this? It's real metal.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Let's get out of that. Pretty warm. Da-da-da, da-da-da. What did you select?
One of the DLCs that is not on the card.
Oh,
So it's a pretty cool level, so. And we can take a look at all the fun stuff, like all the traps and spells. Because there is already a lot built and researched.
Always
that sounds
continues.
good.
Don't these DLCs ever end?
this DLC never end.
You got that right. I'm just
So we
itching
can
to
also
get in there.
see
Oh,
there's already a lot going on, so maybe
stupid gloves.
it's also loading a lot. Whoa. Let's see.
To dwarf hair? Wait, what exactly
These are also
did you
quite
do
fun.
with green
These
little nails
are
again? Wait,
magical
no, don't
crates.
tell me.
You
I've
you
just
need
had
crates to
breakfast.
build
It would
like
be such a
traps.
Fine,
And with
I
those
just
magical
won't
crates, there are different traps you can build.
I mean, silence.
I said I don't want to hear it. Now, go deal
Also,
with
here
those
are the
heroes.
Titan
At least you're
units.
moderately good at that.
Ah, heroes,
Also
right.
show it
Okay, creatures,
in the
get ready. We attack them, beat them
Yeah,
up,
let's
and then we
look here.
scatter cat hair in their eyes.
They're all already
In the
recruited.
eyes
The
of ones
ogre
with
is
their
like the
cats, of
big
course.
tank unit. He's part of the horde, like the goblin and orc, but they are already upgraded. So here we have it in his mech suit, and here we have him with his, I don't know if you can call it exoskeleton, but he has like armor on it. So they are upgraded, but only after like a certain level they will get those
For sure, yeah.
extras. And here for the demons we have the Pit Fiend. He's like really strong in the attack, but not so strong when he gets attacked, so he can be defeated quite relatively easy.
Oh, okay.
But as I said, he's strong and he can attack several units at once with his fire breath. And here the Grave Golem, he's even more tanky, so you can basically send him forward, so all the enemies will attack him, and then your units will attack the enemy
I understand.
without getting damaged too badly. So yeah.
Awesome. Look at this. And this on the Nintendo Switch. Doesn't that look really, really good?
Also a nice little detail. I mean, we saw the bed for the orc and the goblin and for the snake here, but here is the go away. Here's the basically throne for the ogre, so
Ah, okay.
these units also have special places in the dungeon. Here's the place for the Pit Fiend. He will then basically float above this fire pit. I think for the Grave Golem it's like a small little hill on the graveyard. Yeah, here.
Right.
And here he is.
Yeah. Awesome.
A lot of stuff going on.
Cool. I think that was a really nice presentation, I think, of that game coming tomorrow. Only a few hours left until you get it via the Nintendo eShop or as a retail. I'll switch back to. Here it is. Dungeons 3 Nintendo Switch Edition includes 3 DLCs: Once Upon a Time, Evil of the Caribbean, and Lord of the Kings. As you could see, there is a lot of content, a lot of stuff on the map going on, great details. I must say I'm quite impressed. This looks really good.
Yeah, a lot of content. It looks good. It plays good. So.
And I saw there is a YouTube channel which is exclusively they are reviewing Nintendo Switch games and showing what's coming next. And I watched their latest video, and there was Dungeon 3 inside of that, and they had really nice words about this games, and they were also
good.
really impressed about the graphics. And I think they have over 500,000 subscribers also, and
I hoped it would be 500,000 views on that video. Maybe there are now. So.
Don't know. Yeah, there are a lot of people looking forward to this game. Can check it out. €39.99. Dungeon 3 retail. Don't forget.
Good price.
Yeah, definitely for that much of content. Don't forget the retail, not the retail, the gold points for the physical version as well. Cool. So get your copy before they are sold out. Yes. The Titan missions in the game are great. Ah, yeah. I can remember there's one where you have to conquer a mech suit, a mission. Is that so?
Conquer it.
Or you get one with a. You have to free one.
You get units. And, they tell you, hey, you can. You can rescue some more.
Yeah, I remember.
That's right.
Cool. Thanks for watching us in this nice presentation. Thanks, Flood, for showing us Dungeon 3.
You're welcome.
And the only thing I can say, check out Kalypso Live on YouTube. Hit likes and subscribes. That would be awesome. And we see us in, I don't know, until next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.